Hey, Today All Day, we've got an exciting show for you on this Wednesday morning, including an all-day exclusive chat you can only see here. Let's kick it off with pop stars. Chanel steps in for Carson with a look at the crown and the actors bringing Princess Diana and Prince Charles to life. Plus some news about Dolly Parton. Take a look.
Prince Charles and Princess Diana, 40 years after their historic wedding of the century. The former couple is set to return to the spotlight soon on screens big and small. Netflix just released a first look at the new cast taking on the royal roles in their upcoming season of The Crown. Seen here, tenured actress Elizabeth Debicki transforms. Look at that.
Wow, she looks just like
into Princess Diana. It's the same part Emma Corwin is currently Emmy nominated for. And Dominic West steps into the shoes of her then estranged husband, Prince Charles. Everybody's staring at the picture here. Yeah. Formerly played by actor Josh O'Connor, who also happens to be Emmy nominated for his part in the show's previous season. Debicki and West are set to portray the couple in The Crown's final 2 seasons, picking up in the early 90s. And if that isn't enough royal content for you, the highly anticipated Princess Diana biopic, led by Kristen Stewart, has announced a premiere date. The film, it will be called Spencer, is set to hit theaters November 5th. The movie will take place during the period of time when Diana decides to leave her marriage with Prince Charles. A lot of people are looking forward to seeing what she can do with that role. All right, next up, Dolly Parton. The music legend recently sat down with the UK's Absolute Radio to chat about her upcoming book, new music, and how she got involved with funding research for the COVID-19 vaccine. Here's what she had to say.
When the pandemic came out, I just felt kind of led to do something because I knew something bad was on the rise, and I just wanted to kind of help with that, so I donated to help with that. So mine was a small part, of course, but I'd probably get a lot more credit than I deserve, but I was happy to be part of that.
Of course, Dolly wouldn't be one to take all the credit, but seriously, what can't she do? She does everything. All right, and finally, this is a good one. Aisha Curry, she's the latest guest to join our buddy Jill Martin for her Today All Day series, Shop Today. The two sat down to talk about finding balance, her lifestyle brand, Sweet July, and family life with husband Steph Curry. Here's a peek.
What was the biggest silver lining you took from the pandemic?
I genuinely feel like in the midst of all of the chaos and the sadness and the uncertainty, the underlying blessing is I feel like we got time back that we wouldn't have had otherwise. I got to see him be their teacher, and I got to see him cook dinner on occasion. It's such a turn on to see. Probably so inappropriate, but it is. It's like it's refreshing to see that.
Beautiful family there. You can catch their full conversation on Shop Today with Jill Martin tomorrow at noon, 4 and 8 p.m. Eastern, streaming only on Today All Day. Lots for you this morning.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Today on the third hour, Dr. Natalie Azar shares important details about breakthrough COVID infections and the steps you can take to stay safe. Take a look.
With all that going on and word of a third vaccine dose, it's causing some confusion and concern. So we called on NBC News medical contributor Dr. Natalie Azar to help sort things out for us. Dr. Azar, good morning.
Good morning.
So let's talk about this potential booster. It's now recommended to get the booster 8 months after receiving either the second dose of Pfizer or Moderna. Why 8 months? Why is that the magic number?
That is the million-dollar question today, Dylan. And yes, I think all of us are hoping to get some more clarity after that 11 a.m. CDC conference today, which we will all be tuning into. What it appears to be is that experts are relying on data from both Israel as well as in the United States. So Israeli data seems to suggest that immunity against the Pfizer or against the coronavirus with the Pfizer vaccine appears to wane the longer you are out from vaccination. And they found that basically protected about 55% against severe disease in individuals who were over the age of 65 if they were vaccinated in January versus April, suggesting that diminution of protection as time goes on. In the U.S., there's also some data out from the Mayo preprint data that looks like there's also some waning efficacy and effectiveness for both Moderna and Pfizer. I do want to point out, though, that the absolute numbers of breakthrough infections in the hospital is still lower than the unvaccinated group, but it appears that these breakthrough infections might be making up a higher percentage of the total of hospitalizations and deaths that we had previously observed.
So Natalie, certain Americans with weakened immune systems have already started to get their third doses. Who falls into the immunocompromised category? And asking for a friend, why doesn't it include seniors who are like
exactly,
65?
Al. Exactly. Why doesn't it include seniors? I also felt that that was a curious omission last week. And again, I think that we're going to hear a modification of that recommendation in a couple of hours, so stay tuned. Regarding who is currently eligible, it's people who are considered moderately or severely immunocompromised. This includes individuals who are undergoing active chemotherapy or immunotherapy for cancer, solid organs, stem cell transplant recipients, people with immunodeficiency syndromes, people, for example, who've had a spleen removed would fall into this category, advanced or untreated HIV, as well as patients with autoimmune conditions who are on certain immunosuppressive medications. That is the current eligibility list. For more detail, please go to the CDC website. It gives a little more information there.
I have 3 relatives in 3 different cities around the country who have been vaccinated who are now dealing with COVID. I literally just got a text this morning. Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
So this booster, what does it do, actually?
So the booster is meant to immediately increase those neutralizing antibodies, which we talk about all the time, particularly in the nasopharynx, which is the nose, mouth area. This is the portal of entry for coronavirus. And I just want to, make a point that some vaccines are given as a series to get to the most, effective immune response. Think hepatitis B, measles, mumps, rubella. Some vaccines are given as boosters, like the tetanus, the Tdap, and we don't know exactly where COVID-19 vaccines are going to fall just yet. But again, boosters are really to enhance those neutralizing antibodies. And then that sets off the cascade of T cells and all that stuff down the line.
Dr. Natalie, it seems like the Moderna and Pfizer vaccines, they had higher efficacy against COVID. Why are they the ones that need the booster and Johnson & Johnson doesn't?
That's a very, very good, nice way that you posed that question. A little bit of a head scratcher. Don't shoot the messenger. But this was the explanation that the CDC gave last week. Number one, this EUA is only for the mRNA vaccines. The FDA, the Johnson & Johnson has not applied yet for an EUA for a booster. Number one, they also said, look, the sheer number of people who got the Johnson & Johnson, 14 million, as opposed to like 155 million individuals who got the mRNA earlier than the Johnson & Johnson, likely includes that immunocompromised group. So they said they kind of feel like that's the priority. I will say that Johnson & Johnson is conducting their trial of a second dose, a 2-shot series as opposed to 1 shot, and we're hoping to have that data by the end of the month. I guarantee you they're very likely going to apply for an expansion on their authorization for a booster if that study is, positive or it indicates more protection.
And one more note, there's a new study published earlier this week in the journal JAMA Pediatrics. It found babies and toddlers are more likely than teens to spread the coronavirus to others in the house. So what role does this play as we move toward boosters, especially as kids, too young to receive the vaccine, head back to school?
Right. So this is important. I think a little nuance in interpreting this is important. It's not because children are super spreaders. In fact, even though we know that there is a bidirectionality to transmission, meaning adults can transmit to kids and vice versa, the direction is usually going to be adults to adults, teens to teens, and teens to adults, or adults to kids. But because babies and toddlers share such close physical space with the people around them, that's thought to be the explanation for why that occurs. And I think it just reminds us how important it is to protect these vulnerable kids under the age of 12 who are not yet eligible for vaccination, to vaccinate as many people in that child's bubble as possible, whether it's parents, caretakers, older siblings, teachers, that kind of thing.
And Natalie, really quickly, any idea when that might happen? When approval for emergency approval for 12 and under or under 12 would happen?
Right now, the timing out looks like for the age group 5 to 11 that we're going to get that data very soon. I would say in September, early fall, and then it's a process again of applying for that EUA. But the expectation is that hopefully by the end of the calendar year and certainly early 2022, that age group will be eligible for vaccination. It just will not be, by the time school starts this year, unfortunately.
Dr. Natalie Azar, thank you so much for joining us again this morning.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dr. Nat.
Welcome back. Today on Hoda and Jenna, we go unscripted. Take a look.
It is time for Unscripted. By the way, I love Daniel Radcliffe.
I know, wasn't he so great? Wait, what's her last name? Viswanathan.
Well, I loved her. Well, I loved how she was like, they said this, whatever your name is or whatever.
I know.
During roll call.
I know.
She's cute.
She's
super
really,
cute.
really cute. Okay,
right.
so there's a question that I have to ask specifically for you.
Okay.
When you think about where you're eating or hanging, do you have a designated spot in your house or the sofa or wherever to sit?
When the kids eat super early at 5 o'clock, so when I eat with the kids, which is probably a lot. Yeah. And usually Joel's not home at that time. So usually I sit at the head of the table and the two kids sit on either side. Okay. So, and Haley and Hope always have their seats, same seat.
Yep.
And do you remember when you were a little girl, like when you ate dinner where you ate, like that was your seat?
I'm pretty sure I rember, like my back faced the door and Barbara's the back was towards the window. That's in my mind.
Because people have Now, what about for your family when you guys eat dinner now?
When we eat dinner now, the girls they eat early too, and usually when they eat, like in the city, we don't really have a big table.
Not room, right?
They sit at an island, really, our kitchen island, and then I stand.
Yeah.
So yes, they have designated seats. But if we eat all together somewhere, like at a restaurant or wherever else. Yeah. It's free for all.
What about on the couch? When you and Henry are watching Ted Lasso and you're about to sit down, do you always sit in the same?
I'm going to say something that might be sort of shocking. We don't watch TV on the couch very often.
Oh, you watch it in bed?
We watch it in bed.
Do you
sports on the couch?
Okay, so you're watching the game.
Sports on the couch. But usually when we're watching the game, I'm cleaning.
So you never sit together.
So we don't sit that often.
They say that everybody has.
Where's your favorite place to sit?
My favorite outside.
Yes.
Outside on the back, like on the back porch. I love to sit outside. I love to sit outside with like a coffee, with like a book.
Yes.
I just like to sit out. How about
you? Are you out there all the time?
Yes.
I agree, but also
in the city we can't.
Sometimes when I just need to collect myself, and this is very strange, and it doesn't happen all the time, but like if I need a moment, I go and I sit in my bathtub.
Oh, you sit inside of it. Is there water in there?
Sometimes there is. Sometimes there isn't.
Just to get away. It's the only.
How'd they know I was going to say this? This is unscripted, yet bubbles are coming up. Meet Will Levis. Okay, he's the new quarterback for the University of Kentucky, and he's going viral.
You know, you'd think it was like, because he can like throw a pass 200 yards or something crazy.
Running really fast.
No.
It's the way he eats a banana. Okay.
TikTok captioned this: "I don't fear the brown spots; they fear me."
Oh, he's going right after it.
So here he goes. Let's watch. Oh no!
No!
No, he's not.
No, that's a bad idea.
He's just chewing them.
Are we trying this? Are they about to bring out bananas for us?
Look at him. And plus, he's chewing it like in no time. It's not even like it's taking him time to grind it up. He must have great teeth.
Don't you think that's hard to digest or no?
Maybe not for him. Look at him. I like the music too.
Well,
wait, he's not going to go all the way. You can't eat that last
He's
part.
going to eat the little tail?
No, you can't.
No, he did.
Oh, God, he put the whole thing in.
He ate the tail.
Well, we did research. I love how he's just staring at us. Okay, it turns out the banana peels are edible. They do contain potassium and fiber. The fruit has more potassium and more fiber than the skin itself.
They say you can actually put that in your smoothies or banana bread, and some people even make vegan pulled pork sandwiches.
With the peels? You know what it is? It has to be really brown. I don't mind a brown banana. Do you?
I prefer a non-brown banana.
Why?
When the mush gets to the consistency of like pudding.
Then it's like for the smoothie. Then you put it in the smoothie.
Or you freeze it for banana bread. When it's like when it kind of dissolves in your mouth without a chew.
Yeah, but don't you hate like an unripe, like a green? It's like green and you're trying to eat. I don't like those.
Well, I agree.
No.
If it's too hard, I thought they were gonna like wheel out. Knowing our show, wheel out some brown ones and see if we would do it. I have for humor once, just to make my sister laugh.
Did what?
Ate the skin of an orange, like. Just to make her laugh.
Did she laugh?
Yeah, she did. Okay.
All right. But they do say you've got to wash the banana thoroughly before you eat it.
That's the main concern.
All right, let's get to something we can eat.
Okay.
For real.
Okay, let's do this. Okay. This is the new brown... Oh, wait, no.
It's a Girl Scout cookie.
Yes, a brand new Girl Scout cookie, and it's joining the mix. They're calling it Adventurefuls.
Come on, Silver Fox.
Hey,
come on, Jerry.
Foxy.
Wow, you're a fox.
These are called Adventurefuls, y'all. These are the new Girl Scout cookies.
They have chocolate and caramel.
And they're brownie inspired with some sea salt.
Oh my God, these are good.
Okay, ready?
Uh-huh.
1. Oh, you already
Two.
did 2.
I didn't bite yet.
3. Rank it. Rank it in the world of Girl Scouts.
Tagalongs, Thin Mints, and then these.
I say Thin Mints only if they're frozen. Tagalongs. I have to say, and I hate to. And these are delicious, but I would give a shortbread before this. Is that bad?
But Samoas. Wait, Samoas. What's a tagalong? I forgot.
The tagalong is a delicious one that I always liked.
Which is the one with coconut on it? That's circle. I like a Samoa.
You like the Samoa better than the tagalong?
I like the Samoa. What's the tagalong?
Tagalong is the chocolate and peanut butter one that is the delish. You do not like that?
No, I do like it.
Okay.
But mine goes, sorry, I'm confused. Okay. Samoa.
Number
first.
1?
Samoa
That's breaking
is
news.
definitely number 1. Then tagalong, then Thin Mint, and then these. They're all good.
They are good.
They're real good.
I mean, I would eat any of them, but if we're going to put them, you don't like a shortbread?
A shortbread, I feel like you can just eat alone.
And I have to say something that's going to be controversial, but the new lemon cookie.
Oh, I love those. Those are real good,
Would you put that above this, too?
Please don't push this far. There's only so far down you can push this cookie, and it's delicious.
What's the one that nobody likes? I forgot. Anybody?
Just that plain peanut butter one. I mean, it's just boring.
Oh, yeah. I kind of like it. All right. We have to take a moment.
Yes.
To pay tribute to somebody who we love so much.
He is alive. You know what? 'Cause pay tribute sometimes means that it's over, Rope.
The way I was eating, I was trying to get the chocolate out of my mouth, so it's really slow. He is alive. He's our camera operator, Rob Jaeger.
We call him Rope around here, you guys. He's retiring, and he is such a part of the show. He's been on the air longer than any anchor has been on the show, and he's anchored probably. He's been on TV more than any anchor, but 37 years on the program, Rope. You got to see your whole family this morning. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see, but here's a little bit of Rope's whole family surprising him on the plaza with the crowd. That's Mary.
That.
Yeah, he's got his wife, he's got his parents, his kids. Tell us what it was like, I don't know, just kind of knowing that this moment's coming.
I knew something was happening.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was today, and I didn't know it was going to be this special. I thought it was just maybe a little mention, bring me up to the couch, talk a little bit, but this was very, very moving.
Well, Rope, can we just tell you that first of all, I have had some more vodka with, with Rope.
Remember Russia?
Sochi, you are beloved. You have made all of us feel welcome and important since the day we walked in. You make us smile. You made us laugh.
I think the thing that makes a show work, all the shows work, is when there's like real love behind the camera and on the team. Like, it doesn't work. Like, you're part of it. And when you say something, we echo it.
Yes.
We steal everything he says, and we pretend it's ours. Like, I just thought of that quip. Rope has the best quips in the world.
He has the best dad jokes, and you are going to be so missed.
I've always felt more than just working behind the scenes.
Of course.
I've always felt we've always been a close-knit group.
Well, that's how we
love
feel.
Rope, and
we
I
love you.
Yeah, we're gonna. But so Rope's got another week and a half or 2 weeks, so he'll be around for a little bit.
If I knew you liked me this much, I might not have retired.
We didn't want you to retire. We love you.
We love you, Rope.
Have fun with your grandkids.
Thank you.
We love you, honey. All right.
Welcome back to Today Talks, and our exclusive content you can see only here on Today All Day. It's hilarious.
What?
Because I have to tell you, we tried the new Girl Scout cookie today.
Oh, yeah, that's a good topic.
I was never a Girl Scout. And it kind of I sort of felt
Did you
bad
not want to be?
No, I wanted to be. I asked my mom if, well, I wanted, before Girl Scouts, at least in Texas, there was like lamp.
We called it brownies, but what
there was like, it was brownies, but there was like campfire girls. Or
campfire girls. Yeah.
Lamplighter. I can't remember, but the point is, and listen, as a mother now, I appreciate this, but I think my mom didn't, she's going to disagree with this, but I don't think she wanted to take me to the meetings. She did not believe in overscheduling at all, or scheduling.
By the way, that may actually be the right way to go. Your mom may have actually had the right way to go. Because when you think about, so she didn't want to have meetings.
I just think she thought I had soccer, and that activity was enough.
And
I walked to piano and voice lessons.
So
wait.
You had voice lessons?
I took voice lessons.
And piano?
And piano, and that's when I thought I could be a Broadway star.
I didn't know that you took voice lessons.
Yeah, Marisa Messina. I would walk to her apartment.
So how did she teach you voice lessons? Like, what did she do? Like, what? How did she do it?
I mean, you've heard Kathy Lee be like,
yeah. She used to do that?
Yes.
By the way, Jennifer Lopez has a voice coach. Who's really amazing. And I actually saw him on the Plaza. He was singing backup for somebody else. I can't even remember who, but it was amazing. It was pretty.
Do you think he could
but
teach
you know
us
what he
how
does?
to sing?
You know what he does? He looks at you and he goes like this. Then he says, match me, watch. Like he hits a note, and then you could take your voice and match. Like he knows how to. We don't know how to hit a note. Ours were 2 flat notes. But if you know how to hit a note, he just tells you to mimic him.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do you think he could teach
us
how to sing?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he can teach people like us, but maybe.
Could we try that?
All we need are I don't think you need a lot of notes. You just have to know your little range. If it's small, then stay in your range.
I know mine is like Janis Joplin-y. Or when I sing out loud to my kids, that's what I think it is.
You know what? I can hit one note, and I only know it because whenever the Dixie Chicks are singing Landslide, it's the very end. It's the last word.
So sing it.
The last word is maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. Well, anyway, I'm just telling you whenever
that
that
comes.
comes.
You just chose the Dixie Chick version
No,
over
because that's the only.
Mac.
No, because that's the one when I sing it, I go, oh my God, that's my note.
The range.
Just the last word.
I know.
You'll see, that's my note.
I think Bobby McGee is my note. But
wait, what were you talking about? What was this about?
Oh, this was about Girl Scout
Girl Scout cookies. Yeah. Okay. And
anyway,
going to meetings.
So then, think about how many times it was rubbed in my face.
That you didn't go?
All my friends got to do it. I would go to the grocery store, and there they would be in their matching uniforms.
Selling cookies.
And the cookies that I wanted to eat.
Right.
But my mom wouldn't buy me those cookies.
Right. Well, because they were selling those cookies.
I know.
I was a Girl Scout, and I remember.
Were you trying to rub it in?
No, because whenever we got off because our Girl Scouts, when I got off the bus, I still remember it because there were commercials all over TV, PSAs that said it was like, we need leaders. So everyone was always chanting. So whenever we got off the bus, the whole school bus would be like, we need leaders. That's what I remember going to my Girl Scout meetings.
Well, Henry was an Eagle Scout, a Boy Scout, Eagle Scout.
And to be an Eagle Scout, it's a huge deal.
That's what you sound just like my mom. When I met Henry, my mom was like, an Eagle Scout, you must marry him.
All right, and you did.
Okay.
All right, well, that's it for this episode of Today Talks.
What did we talk about?
Not much. Keep watching for more of Today All Day.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.